Sup, dudes?
I am lost in the black chamber. There's no way to turn back. It takes me down forevermore, and death would be so sweet. I'm possessed by the old creature who had.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the first inaugural episode, official, of Jake Sunshine's Drink, Booze, Reviews, with your host, me, Jake Sunshine. Tonight, I had planned on reviewing some ciders, and I drank them all. I drank all the ciders. I had like 14 bottles, and I drank most of them. Not all today, but throughout the course of last weekend and this weekend and whatnot, I just, imbibed all of them. And I drank the last of my ciders tonight while finishing a bottle of whiskey that my delightful young brother left up here when he came to visit me. So, having destroyed the premise of that review, I decided that I would go and really start the first episode of this monstrosity with a bang, a real big bang that a lot of people like to laugh about. Not this guy. Not this guy. This guy takes this shit serious. So tonight, for our inaugural official review of stuff, I'm gonna be talking about Fourloko. We got a new flavor here, Fourloko. It is the Loco Margarita flavor, and the can is not opened. I have not drank this. I've never consumed this flavor before, and although I am very familiar with Fourloko, I've drank probably more than most people should in their lifetime. Anytime there's a new flavor, I find myself buying one, and this one's new, and we'll see what happens. So here we go. I'm going to crack this bad boy open and start the drinking. But first, actually, before I crack it open, we're going to talk about how to drink a Fourloko. Some people will crack the can and just drink it down like beer, PBR, whatever. I find that to be the wrong way. The proper way to drink a Fourloko is in a cup, over ice. The reason I do this is because if you ever tasted a warm Fourloko, you know it's probably the most disgusting thing on the planet. Quite possibly, at least in the world of booze, it's very unappealing. A warm Fourloko. There are lots of beers that when they get warm, they're really disgusting, but a warm Fourloko really kicks the shit out of all of them. So I drink it in a cup over ice. And I have a straw, so it doesn't fuck with my mustache. So here we go. It's the can. We're cracking it open. It smells a lot like the Slammer Piss Fourloko, which, if you're familiar with me, you know that I call the limeade Fourloko I refer to as Slimer Piss because it's green and looks like something that Slimer would pee out. Slimer, of course, from the Ghostbusters, if you're not familiar with that. This one, not Slimer pee. As you can see, it's pretty translucent there, pretty clear looking. Doesn't really look like much. It actually looks like the cider I just drank, but smells a lot like Slimer pee. So here we go. Well, it tastes like a Four Loko. If you've ever had a Four Loko, you know what I'm talking about. It's got that taste. It kind of burns a little bit. You get that kind of cough syrupy malt liquor backbite. But this one is very, very limey. More so than the limeade one, I'd say. And it doesn't have the green dye in it, which is rather here nor there, really. But it's very limey. I'm not sure I'd say it tastes like a margarita. It kind of tastes like, you know that crap lime juice that comes at the grocery store in the bottle that looks like a lime? It's pretty much what it tastes like, except with booze in it. It's not bad. It's not horrible. But if you've made it this 5 minutes and 52 seconds into the video, you're probably going to watch the rest. So you're going to watch me consume the rest of this motherfucker. And we'll see how it goes. I think it'll probably be a positive experience, hopefully for the both of us. More so for you, because you get to watch me make an ass of myself. Which is delightful no matter which way you try to fucking slice it, right? Yeah, that's true. Anyway, here we go. Some more Four Loko. Where's my camera? There it is. There's my cup. My cup of Loco. Give it a little stir, like it's gonna make a difference. Okay. So that cup holds probably about half the can, I'd say. It's really what it feels like. So I've drank like half the can, plus my whiskey, plus my cider. I'm cool. You know. Oh, look at that. I was right. It's about half the can. Yeah. That's cool. Well, I'd say that this Loco, on the Four Loko scale, the new that I just made up right now, Jake Sunshine's scale of Four Lokos, we're talking stars here. I'd say this Four Loko, compared to the good old standby of mine, which is the lemonade flavor, this one gets, I'm saying 3.5 stars on the Four Loko scale of Jake Sunshine. That means if you're going to buy a Four Loko, that's cool. Do it. It's a cheap drunk. It's fun. Whatever. Don't mix it with vodka like those dipshits back wherever the fuck they're from in, where was it, Idaho? Those hillbilly cousin fucking whatevers. Don't mix it with other booze. Just drink it on its own. Enjoy the cheap, malty, sugary deliciousness. Take it for what it is. It's like $2. Except here in Bellingham where it's like $5 because Bellingham fucking sucks. Yeah, just enjoy it. It's one of those things. It's an acquired taste. But once you acquire that taste, it's delightful if you let it be. And yeah, drink it over ice, man. Put that shit in a cup and drink it up. And when all your buds are in the bathroom later on, puking their guts out, you'll just be like, nah, dude, nah, it's not my game. My game is enjoying the delightful lemony malty flavor of this delicious Four Loko. And they ID, in case you didn't know that. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say about this Four Loko here, except that it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's somewhere between the lemonade and the limeade. It's definitely better than the fruit punch, which is like the worst flavor, or the orange, which you like hardly see anymore, which was the absolute worst flavor. But yeah, just remember, kids, drink responsibly. Responsibly. And when in doubt, drink more. See you, friends. This has been Jake Sunshine reviewing the delicious Margarita Fourloko Margarita. Have a good night, and God bless. So, my friend Otis, the bulldog, who's been like my best bud since pretty much as far back as I can remember. Once upon a time, I was a sick little kid, and in the mail one day came this package. And in the package was a bulldog. Not a living, breathing bulldog like, would run around and bite your ankles. No, sir, not one of those bulldogs. It was a stuffed bulldog. And as anyone should know, everyone should know this, is that if you ever have a young child, I'm speaking here mostly now to my young friends. If you ever have children, which I know some of you have, and it's a boy, the best thing you can do for your boy ever is to buy him a stuffed bulldog, because that bulldog will be his best friend for the rest of his life. And I'll tell you right now, I've still got Otis, okay? Here's Mr. Otis. Mr. Otis right here. He says, Fourloko! Loco, loco, loco. Fourloko. Oh, Fourloko. Smile. He's smiling about Fourlokos. But Otis was upset that I didn't include him in this review. So, what I'm going to do now is include my dear sweet friend Otis here, and I'm going to finish the rest of the can on this camera. And I figure if you've watched all this so far, you might as well, why not spend the next 2 minutes, just watching the rest. And then maybe Otis will, give us some commentary. I don't know. He's a stuffed bulldog. But surprisingly, sometimes he's got a lot to say. It's true. This guy's a big thinker. It's all about levels, man. And Otis knows. Okay. So I'm going to finish this Fourloko, and Otis is going to smile and watch. Otis also, by the way, is the music programmer on this show, and he hates it when I do that. But he's okay with it because he's a big smart bulldog guy. Yes, he is. He's the best bulldog ever. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna take out my snooze. Gross. Snooze. I'm gonna finish this can of Fourloko, and you all can watch Otis. He's the best bulldog ever. Mustache gets in the way sometimes of the straw. Yeah. It almost feels like it's time for a cigarette. It really does. No, says Otis. He says, no. No more smoking, Jake. No more smoking. Smoking bad. Smoking is bad. It's bad. Trying to quit, Otis. Good, Jake. Good, Jake. Fuck you, Otis. It's hard, man. Don't care. Fuck you, Jake. Drink more booze for the people. Watching at home, the legions of fans. You must do it. Okay, Otis. If you say. You've never steered me wrong before. That's right, Jake. I've never steered you wrong. It's true, man. It's true. Soaked up a piece of ice there. I hate that feeling. You're like drinking out of a straw, you suck some shit up, but you don't actually want to suck up. Otis says, shut the fuck up, Jake, and keep drinking, you stupid motherfucker. Man, Otis, don't talk that way. There's kids watching, dude. I don't care. I'm a bulldog. Fuck them. Alright, man. Whatever. Alright. It's gone now, Otis. How do you feel about that? I'm glad that you drank it all, Jake. That was good for you to do. Because if you had not drank it all, the people watching at home would have not gotten their money's worth. You're right, Otis. I think you're very right. You're the smartest bulldog I've ever met. Love. See this right here? This is a 27-year-old man and his bulldog. His stuffed bulldog. This is unconditional love. That's true, Jake. You are very right. You are so smart. These people at home should listen to everything you say and do everything you do. Because you are such a smart guy. Yes, you are. It's me, Otis the Bulldog. I hope that everyone at home enjoys the music I picked up for this episode. And I hope they realize that not everyone can be a smart Fourloko drinker. But they should try. From time to time. I'm kind of like Winston Churchill. At least facially. Good night, everyone. This is Otis the Bulldog saying, drink responsibly, and Jesus loves you. And also, Satan loves you. But mostly, Odin and Thor, and Freya, but not Loki. They all love you too. God bless, my friends. Nakamin and stuff. Good night.